Test, test. Test, test.
Test, test.
Perfecto.
Testing.
Perfecto. Test, test.
Testing. Testing.
Okay, welcome everyone to tvosj.org. Of course, that means the voice of San Joaquin right here off the Miracle Mile in Stockton, California. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do appreciate you in a big way. All right, I'm going to go ahead and continue with our guest who arrived here, and we're going to be talking about her business and everything that she's about. So I'm hoping that we are getting a good reading. Of course, it's still in the green. It's not in the red, but we'll see. We'll see if it does record. I think it does. Not only that, but we're going to be playing it on Facebook and make sure that the Facebook is on live now. And it looks to me like it is. So we're good to go. Good to go. So again, welcome to your community radio station right here off the Miracle Mile in Stockton, California. And I'd like to welcome Veronica Preciado. She's got something pretty hip, and I love what she's all about. And so I'm going to introduce her to you, the community. And of course, later on, if anybody has any questions or has anything do you want to add, you could always give us a call right here, 209-467-4455. Of course, you're listening to La Voz, La Voz, La Voz right here off the Miracle Mile in our community radio station, The Voice of San Joaquin. So welcome, Veronica. ¿Cómo estás?
Hi, Betty. Thank you for inviting me.
Hey.
Is this Spanish or English?
It could be English or Spanish, whichever way. If you want to start English first and then end up with Spanish, como tú quieras. This is your show, girl.
Yes.
Okay, starting off, I love your business card. I love the fact that you were the designer. Yes.
It took me a while.
Tell me about it. Tell me how that came about.
It took me a while. I always wanted to design something related to sewing. And what better than a needle and a thread, right?
That was perfect.
And that is incorporated on my name, on my last name, which is the name of my business.
Preciado.
Preciado. Preciado Tailor Shop. Preciado's Design. Yes.
Love it.
Everybody love it. So
give me a little history when you started and why you decided to start a business in the tailoring business.
It came by an accident. I got to tell you a little bit about my sewing and fashion design story and how do I get this and the accident. I started when I was 16 years old, en secundaria en México.
Young.
En
Okay.
la escuela de diseño en la secundaria tienen talleres. So here they call it workshops.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I started in Mexico. I didn't really want to do it. I wanted to go by industrial design something like that, totally different. Not sewing for me. So
You did want sewing. So
yes.
why did sewing come about? Is it something that you had to do at that particular time?
yeah,
that you had to
later
learn?
on, I moved to Los Angeles. I
Okay.
moved to Los Angeles from Mexico. I immigrated to Los Angeles. And back on the 1978, there was a lot of sewing industry. In
Yes.
the fashion industry in Los Angeles.
Los
downtown.
Angeles, yes. I remember because
yeah.
even when I was younger, I used to go over there because they had all these outlets, all these
Yes.
clothing outlets.
Los
and you can get-
callejones,
yes,
yeah.
you can get the most awesome dresses for, pennies, very inexpensive. And latest brands, latest styles, latest
Everything.
cuts.
You used to go to Los
Yes.
Angeles and
everything
you find
from
everything there.
botoncitos, buttons to the zippers,
Oh my, I love
to the
it.
material.
It was like a candy store for me.
Exactly.
But yeah, anyways, I started there in the school, working in the fashion industry and in the sewing industry and the factories, like
Yes.
a regular machine operator.
Mhm.
But then that's when I got inspired for the fashion to pursue a little bit further because I got bored of doing the same thing over and over when I
Yes.
started working in the factory. So then I went back to Mexico and I studied fashion design. And then, like I said, I moved up in the factories by learning every single machine.
Wow.
And I was really good at my designing and sketching and drawing. So one thing came with the other one, and that's when I said, why not doing it, right?
Yes.
So, and
That's
then
when you
for that,
decided to kind
I
of
mean,
dive in. Mhm.
after this, 40 years later, I still love and I have the passion for fashion.
That's beautiful. I'm excited because I look at her and I look at her talent and I'm thinking, we could do a fashion show for,
work
our
on it.
event. I mean, this is something that you can start right here because our event, the 5th annual Chicano Community Program has a little bit of everything. The cultura, the tradition, the music, the food,
Everything about it.
everything. And now I want a little bit more. And that part is to be able to see the different estados, the wear, the historical part of it. And she tells me,
And do you know
I
that
could design the
every-
dresses, Betty. And I'm like, okay, I love that.
Do
I
you know
love-
that every dress it has a history and it has
Every dress,
a
yes.
story to tell you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and that's why I'm so interested in that because we can actually I think we can actually introduce it this year.
Oh,
if
really?
if you can come up with one design of one, you know what? Tu estado. Why not?
Sonora.
Sonora. El vestuario de Sonora. Pues, ¿por qué no? We can start at the beginning, and if you
El
have
vestuario de Sonora can be a little bit, it's kind of,
a little complicated.
no, not complicated. There's nothing that is complicated for me
Okay.
when
Oh,
it comes to
I
that.
like that. Do you hear that?
It is more like kind of naked because es el vestido del venado.
El vestido del venado. So,
te vistes como un
pero es la
venado.
mujer
La
que está
danza del
vestida.
venado. Ajá.
I want it.
Yep. You want it?
I want it.
Okay. You're
I
gonna wear
want
it?
it. I want it. Lo quiero.
You're gonna
And,
wear it?
will I wear it? Estoy un poquito viejita, but everything's still kind of intact.
We'll make it look great with the makeup and the penachos and all that.
I have
my God.
the horns.
Yeah, the horns.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness! I could find somebody that
I
could probably have a
have
beautiful
another
body
one
to do that.
That I really like it is Veracruz when my daughter's quinceañera.
Veracruz es el vestuario blanco,
Yeah, el
¿verdad?
blanco.
With the little
Yeah,
looks
with
like
the
a little
apron.
apron in the front. It's black with a little flower on there.
I use that one.
Beautiful.
I make that one for my daughter's quinceañera when she turned back in 2006. When she turned 15, we wanted to do something different. And now it's kind of like a trend and it's
Yes.
fashion doing everything in Mexican teams.
Yes.
But in 2006, there was nothing there. And I decided to do my daughter's instead of her regular
Princess
puffy dress.
Yes.
I make that one as her quinceañera dress.
What a statement, mujer. I
Yes.
love that. Not only that, but you
And-
instill some history in that.
And her,
Qué bonito.
instead of el vals,
Yes.
el regular vals, bailaron mis sobrinas y ella bailaron el jarabe tapatío.
I was going to say tapatio.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
El jarabe
wow.
tapatío.
Jarabe tapatio.
So yeah, I forgot the pictures, but I should bring all the pictures. Okay, quinceañera. We all dress up. Los invitados, everybody dress up as a Mexican team.
That is so
My niece,
beautiful.
and
What
it
an
was
original
amazing.
idea to do. And how fun it is, instead
It
of
was
the
fun.
regular,
My friends from the state, because that was in Mexicali by the border. So my friends from the state, when they went to the quinceañera party, they were all impressed. Everybody
And I bet
loved
they
it.
were even touched.
Yes.
Tienta el
They're like-
corazón en un modo grandísimo.
Yeah, when they hear that she was dancing, all the girls that were dancing the Jarabe Tapatío and other songs. Oh
That's
my
history.
God, everybody was like in
Bravo,
shock.
bravo for
Yeah,
doing that.
thank
That
you.
is so awesome.
It was amazing.
Love
And my
that.
daughter,
Original.
she's so proud. She's so proud and she loves it.
What memories she has, too.
Yeah, she
And
probably gonna
thanks
be to
to
mom.
mom. Thanks to mom.
She's probably going to call me later, Mama, you talking about me?
All in a good way, mija. All in a good way.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Okay, so we have one. We have that one outfit that we can probably borrow
Yeah,
from
we can
your
use that
daughter.
one.
That could be one. The other one of the venado, I like that one. And, I can see that.
What else? I think I have
What's another one that you think might be able
the
to-
girls they use for the jarabe tapatío. But the one I like it the most is the one for, there's another one, Tamaulipas. You know, the very colorful black with embroidery.
Yes.
That one.
I've seen that. That is so
I think
beautiful.
that's the one I wear myself for my
Tamali-
daughter's quinceañera.
Tamalitas.
Mhm.
Parece como estás diciendo la palabra tamal.
Tamaulipas.
Tamaulitas.
Yeah.
Tamaulitas.
Tamaulipas.
Maulitas. Okay. I gotta
El
get
de
this right.
Jalisco, por supuesto, el traje de charra.
Ajá, charra.
También es otro que podemos utilizar.
Exactly. I like that already so far. So far we have 4.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we can find a few more. I have to see the ones that are more colorful.
Okay. Más de color. Okay.
Yes.
Colorful.
Más de color.
Okay, so we're talking maybe 6 vestuarios or 7. Because, we could handle that. They're going to walk forward, they're going to walk back, and we're going to be talking about it, a little history of the dress, the definition of the dress, right? And, I mean, who doesn't want to know that? Who does not want to know the raíces,
Y si tenemos las modelos, ¿quiénes serían nuestras modelos?
Las modelos, one of them could be one of my daughters, and she's already a model. She's gorgeous. She's just gorgeous. That's my Naomi. Alta, pero chulísima. And so she's already been doing some modeling, and I know she would be willing
that's
to do
good.
it.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she could probably get a couple of her girlfriends that join her when it comes to modeling. I'm pretty
I
sure
can
that
bring
they
my
will.
daughter. She can be another
Oh, there you
model.
go. I think we just got our group of models.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the dresses. Oh my God, there's so many beautiful ones. So I think, and I can find the materials in Mexico. I can get the original materials in Mexico.
Okay.
So
Wow.
I just came back from Mexico about a month ago, and that was one of the things that I wanted to do: go there and find fabrics.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
I
because you're not
do-
going to find them here.
No,
Not
I mean,
fabrics
I
like
have,
that
I
in
don't
Mexico.
know if you have a chance to look at this part.
I'm
This
gonna
is the
put 'em up.
kind of fabrics that I find here, but the ones that I can find over there in Mexico with embroideries that are amazing. So that's a work that we did. Yeah. One of my friends that she does design, we designed it.
I have it up on camera. Talk
Mhm.
about it.
That's Frida.
Frida.
That's Frida. It's just like a regular jacket, and that's another thing that I do on the tailoring. You can bring your own basic plain stuff, and we can change it into something different, more colorful.
Okay, tell me about how long?
Uh,
How long did it take for you to design this?
we
was
designed
this-
it in
Es de mano, ¿verdad?
probably, yeah. No, that one is embroidery in machine.
Okay,
She had to
machine.
set up, and then we did the
Beautiful.
design, and then she set it up on the jacket.
That is
And
beautiful.
It was my daughter's jacket, and we use it as a sample.
So how
set
long
it
would a
there.
design like this take?
Yeah, you want to put it on?
How long would this take to do?
It takes about a couple weeks if we have a little bit more details. If you it's something simple, it's all depend on what the client wants. Because I work around what the client wants. I don't want to impose my own ideas. I know how to explain them what they need, but at the end, I work around what they want. When I work, and I do a lot of custom made, a lot of custom made work. So if they say I wanted this color, and then we work around the team. I'll always ask, what do you want it for? What are you gonna be wearing it? Oh, that's beautiful.
So I am the model today.
Yeah, you're the model.
So yes, I am the model today. And if you'd like to order this, I mean, just give us a call. Go ahead and put out all your contact information in case somebody wants to order.
My email is bpreciadofashion@gmail, and my phone number is that's my old number, 209-265-6837. That's amazing.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay,
And
so what are some of the other designs? I know that you brought something else there. I'm going to show that one too.
This is
So
just
go
the
ahead and talk about that
fabric,
one.
And this one, that's a fabric. So if you put it against yourself, you can see like I can drape design. I just get the fabric so people like it. Or sometimes I just go to Los Angeles and I say, hey, I like the fabric.
So you just kind of drape it over.
Yes. If I want to make un rebozo, I make a rebozo. If you want me to make a skirt, like a pencil skirt, I make a pencil skirt. You want me to make a dress, a blouse, I can make anything out of the material. And I have that one in two different colors. I have that one in beige, and I have another one in light blue. Yes.
See the design.
That's a Frida in different positions.
Oh my goodness, I love it, I love it, love it.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
So
we can.
see the rebozo?
If you go to my house, like I have boxes and boxes of fabric, because every time I like a material, I go shopping for something, I end up coming out with all kinds of fabric. Because I know there's always gonna find the body or the person that will like it, and then we work around. Like I say, I don't like to do my designs and then wait for the client. I do buy the material, and then the client tell me what they want, and then I work with them.
Yeah,
say,
and
"Give
not
me
only that, but
ideas."
you will get something that is original.
Yes,
And that's
one of the
that's
kind.
what's so
One of the
unique
kind.
about
It's
this.
something
One of
that
a
you're not
kind.
gonna
You
find.
said it.
You're not
Veronica
gonna
said
find
one
it
of
at
a
the
kind.
store,
Look at
any
that.
store.
Isn't that beautiful?
And
Every
as
design is just gorgeous. I love the
a designer, we have a rule.
That's me right there.
That's you.
This is me.
How do you like that for a rebozo? For
algo, something.
yeah,
Even a chaquetita. I'm thinking maybe a jacket.
a jacket.
A jacket? Yeah, I'd wear it.
Yeah,
Heck yeah. Frida on there? Who wouldn't love that?
isn't that amazing?
See right there?
Yes.
People? That's me.
And you get it right there in front.
And it says there, mi vida, my life.
Todo
That's so
para ti.
beautiful. Qué bonito. Okay, what else you have?
You want to see this other one?
Now this one is, the work went into it, right?
Yeah, I make a dress out of that material, so I end up keeping a little bit extra because my client love that I make a long gown. Sometimes I'm sorry if I don't show all the pictures because there's a private and unique thing. People don't want to show their faces, and
I
they
don't
don't.
mind showing my face. I'm open, but
But when we're doing a fashion show, of course, we're gonna model it and we're gonna show everybody's face.
Okay, so if I could get you to commit for this year, I think we can get started with something beautiful
Yeah,
to do every
anytime.
single year, girl. I'm not kidding you because what I see, I love.
I'm
So far, and
ready
I
for
think
it.
everyone's going to love it too.
Yes. Oh, talking about fashion design. So back in, I came from the Imperial Valley.
Okay.
So in 2016, May 2016, was invited by the Hidalgo Society in Broadway to do a fashion show. And we did it. We invited a bunch of stores, different businesses, and this is where we come out with it. And all the kids from around, I invited kids, and they all model the different clients. Like every store, let's say you have a your own business store, and you want somebody to model it, we can do that.
Wow. Do you hear that, community? So Veronica
So
is
we put
is
together
there for hire.
the fashion show, and everybody. Not it doesn't have to be only my designs, or it can also be from your store, and that's what we did last time in that part.
Beautiful. Tell me about this one
Oh, I
particular
have to
dress,
go.
because this dress.
You want to show the picture of that one, the
got
before
me.
and after?
The story got me because it was so sad, but at the same time, it turned out to be so positive. And
Yes,
so
this
happy.
is a dress. You can see it's a hole in there. So one, I'm really
This was a
busy
prom
during
dress,
the
correct?
season.
A prom dress.
Yeah. So this girl, she came crying, and she came on tears on my door at my
Pobrecita.
business, and telling me that she needed if there was something that I can do to her dress. Her mom didn't know what to do with her. It's like, oh, can you please help me? I don't know what to do. Apparently, she put a hole when she put the dress on her bedroom lamp, foco. So lo quemó. It burned the whole dress, all the layers. It was like
So
probably
how many?
about
3
5.
layers?
I think it's
to me
about
like
5.
3 or.
It has
Jeez.
the
She's
tool.
lucky she didn't catch the whole house on fire. But the dress, I
So
can
after
imagine
that,
what she
and I
went
said,
through.
okay, you know what? Don't cry. Go home and figure it out what to do. And everybody told me like, oh my God, how can you take something like that? And I said, well, I couldn't help it. I see the young girl face, and she was in tears, and she was about to ruin her prom dance and everything because she didn't have her dress.
This
So
was her dream dress.
that
This
was her
prom
dream dress.
So,
So I took it home, and I sit down, and I went through layer by layer, and I figured out what is it that I can do with the dress. And I said, okay, I found a way. And the next day I called her, and I said, don't worry about it. You can sleep now because
I
your
got it
dress.
covered.
Yeah, the one that is in the middle of that
Yes.
one. Yeah, that's when
it,
it was
huh?
complete.
Oh my goodness, gotta show you this one. So before and after.
Yeah, that was before.
Before and after. So I'm gonna show you that as soon as the camera comes around. But this young lady, where was she from? Sacramento?
No, this is from El Centro because, like I say, I
Centro?
came from
So
from
before
Imperial
and here's
Valley.
after.
Yeah.
There's the dress right there.
So she went
Gorgeous.
to the
complete.
she went to her prom, and then she sent me a picture after her prom and told me thank you, thank you, and she was so happy. You should have seen her smile.
I was in tears.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
happy tears.
make it happen. Yeah.
That is so cool. Now
So
that's a beautiful
That
story.
picture has not only her dress, but all the dresses that I used to get every time when I was in El Centro. Now I'm doing it here. So every prom season, I get loaded with work. So you have to call me ahead of time.
Wow.
If
Okay,
you
now
want
this
me
one
to do
here is, I
outreach.
love this story too. Now,
This
not
is,
everybody can find something that fits them out there, right? Depending on their size.
Not everybody wants to touch jerseys, football jerseys.
Why is that? The
Because
material?
the material and
Okay.
because the equipment that you need to fix it. Okay,
Right.
it's not easy, and especially if it is a throwback jersey that you don't want to lose it. Not everybody can do it. So it's one of my specialties also, and I can make it smaller. I can make it bigger.
And this gentleman came to you with his jersey. and
He
what did
came
he say?
with this jersey, and he needed about 20 inches bigger.
So enlarge it.
So enlarge it because his shoulder is not as big as his tummy.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I have to take it apart, the whole garment. And like I said, I have to make it look like nothing happened and put it back together. So once he picked up the jersey, once it was completed, what was it? That's who's the,
Number 56?
the Chargers,
Number
56 Chargers. Yeah, he's a big Chargers fan.
Okay.
So he was able to wear it because it was comfortable. It didn't feel like he looked like a tamalito. Yeah.
And he was proud because
Oh, he was so
you-
proud. He's like,
Oh, you
yeah,
did it
it's my
for him.
jersey.
You
I
did
can
it for
wear
him."
it. I can eat a little bit more.
And then you
Yeah.
also have fun with some of these. And this, I thought this was so cute.
Yeah, that one,
some of these
that's
designs are
kind of
just
like
too
the
cute.
beginning. Show the first one, that
This
one.
here?
Yeah, that was in my house. Like I was trying to figure out different faces for that, and this business moving movers or something like that. They asked me for a mascot, and they say they wanted a box, so we created a box, and it took me a little while because I have to dry, let it all the pieces and the building, the structure inside
Yes, yes.
to dry. And then I also have to be able to read the person that is inside that is wearing it. Have to be able to read and to move, especially in the Imperial Valley, 120 degrees. So,
Whoa.
um,
Yep.
yeah,
I
they
know.
they
I
love it.
lived in
And
Hopeville for a while there. No,
what was
110
his-
degrees. Like,
I
So
forgot the
that's
name
beautiful.
of that little box, but he's called it. They wanted to have little boxes. He
Little
said,
boxes.
"Oh,
And
later on,
anytime-
he's
you
gonna
know
have
what?
family."
I love designing. I love designing too. So anytime you need a designer to design,
Yeah,
you
in
just let
that
me
case,
know, and I
that
will
one's
help
the
you.
opposite. You see that one? That's another
Yes.
Chargers white throwback jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And the previous one, you see one, it says the size.
Yes.
I think it was a
one here?
48. And that's when I took it up in pieces.
This one here.
Yeah. And you see the
So before
difference
and after.
between the
I'll
other
show
one?
This one here.
You see the first picture? I think it says the size, but I'm not sure. It's like 60, I think. And then I ended up doing it like 42, going down to 42
So
because that's what he
you
needed.
reduce the size.
Yes. But I have
Okay.
to take, you cannot just take it in like on the sizings and do that. You have to take it apart, all the pieces,
Uh-huh.
and
cut
then
them down,
reduce it, cut
right?
it down, and
Yeah.
then put it back.
Wow.
Hmm.
And when you put it back, I bet you can't even tell.
You can even tell. I move everything.
That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it.
Yes, it is.
On the
Okay.
next one, I got to tell you a story
Okay,
about
so
that
this
one,
one
too.
here. This is
My,
another one.
my dear friend Lily's from the valley, and her husband, a Chargers fan too, he wanted a pocket. Yeah, can you see the pocket? I added a pocket for the pen.
Yes, I see the pins. There's
Okay.
two pins right there.
He say he doesn't understand why they don't put pockets on the
the jerseys?
football jerseys because
Yes.
he wanted a. He said he was so proud at work,
Mhm.
and he needed, but he's like a nerd, so he
So
has
he
to have
needed a
his
pocket for his
pocket. So
his
the
pens.
difficult thing on this is that I can't find the material that is matching, so I have to
Oh.
steal fabric from somewhere.
Steal or borrow?
Yeah, or borrow. I'll borrow it from the bottom and put it on the top and things like that.
Tell me about this one. This looks like a baptismal.
Yeah,
dress, right?
baptism. On a baby, her mom, I think, and she was one of my models on this fashion design. She was
Okay.
a baby. Now she's about 4 years old.
Mhm.
But her mom brought her, and she said, like, she gave me a picture, and she's like, "You think you can copy this?" And I said, "Okay, let me see." So I ended up making the whole thing. I went to Los Angeles. I found all the materials, and I made that little ropón. En español le decimos ropón.
Ropón.
Ajá. Con todo y
Beautiful.
su gorrito.
Beautiful. And that's with lace, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
And tell me about this one here.
This one is recent. Work also. I work with all kinds of how do you say it? Law civil, como civiles and las. I work with the police department. I
Okay.
work with the CDCR, with
Okay.
the
So a lot of law
Blue
enforcement.
and law enforcement,
Law
with a lot of law
enforcement.
enforcement agencies,
Okay.
and it's not easy for them to trust anybody with their uniforms,
Yes.
because it's a sensible material.
Yes.
So they trust our business to do that. And I was making a jumpsuit for a big guy, and I ordered a roll of material. I can only order 80.
Yes.
80. That's my son.
And this material is special made for the uniforms. and I
Yes.
see that. It's-
So I was cutting and making my pattern, and then time to cut the material. I work out of my house too.
Uh-huh.
So
Love that. Love
Yes.
that. Okay. There's one here. This one here.
that one is, I gotta tell you, is my niece's last year as a
Cute,
Christmas
cute little
present.
nieces.
I was teaching each of them how to sew.
How to sew. Beautiful.
How
You know,
to
this
sew.
is something that I was talking with someone. Was it you or I may have, because in Colorado there was a father, I guess, I guess the relationship didn't work out, or I'm not sure what, but the mom wasn't there, and there was like 3 daughters or 4 daughters, little girls, and he didn't know what to do with them, right? He's a male, he's the dad, but yet he didn't know what to do. And so when he brought him over to a class that I was giving, and that was just sewing a simple doll out of material.
Yeah.
A simple doll, very simple,
if
and
you
learning to
go-
put the buttons on there, learning to put, the thread in the needle, learning to do the knot at the end. He practically cried, Veronica, to see his daughters successfully get through the class and make their own doll and learn to do it all.
How
the
to do
whole
it by
steps.
herself.
The
Yeah.
dad was so proud, and that was because, again, he didn't have what it takes to teach his daughters, like the mother would have, which, if she sews and does all sorts of homemade things at home with the kids.
And I
He
can
wasn't
relate
there,
with that.
so there was no one to teach his kids, and his kids were all female.
I relate because my dad, I grew up with other mother, and my
Aw.
dad was teaching us how to do carpentry, how to
Aw, he was
cook,
teaching you his trade.
his trade, how to cook, how to do all kinds of stuff that not only women can do it, like men, and you guys are strong enough to do all kinds of things.
Yes, that's beautiful. I'm glad to hear that, because you turned out to be beautiful.
Thank you.
I love your background. I love everything you do.
This
and here
is
she is. Tell me about the Imperial Valley.
This
Press.
is I think it's at 2016.
February 22nd, 2016.
Like I say, I
Imperial Valley.
was invited I was doing it for the Blue Angels, if you guys can see
Yes,
there on my
picture is
background.
up. Tell us about that too.
The Blue Angels call me every year in December. They come in from Pensacola, and they ask me to alter their uniforms. They have a crew of about 90 guys, mechanics, engineers, and the pilots. Everybody is involved in that, and they all need the
Are these some
uniforms.
of the Blue Angels?
No,
Okay, because I noticed they were
that's
wearing
the
blue.
movie.
Okay,
The other one is this one in Spanish.
okay. But let's finish the story about the Blue Angels.
So the Blue Angels, they call me every year. They ask me if I'm willing to do their work, and I have to do it fast and good, because they want to show their muscles. They want to show a nice and fitted clothing.
to show their muscles.
And
It's
I
already
used to
fitted.
go to the base, and all my clients and female girls said like, "Hey, I go with you to the base and do the fittings.
I'll help you dress
I work
them.
for free and undress."
Promise I won't poke them with the needle.
Yeah,
I just want to
I-
look.
You should see the line of clients and friends trying to go to work with me to the base to
That
do
is
the
so funny.
fitting for those guys.
Too
We were in the times constraining because they want it really fast. When
Yeah,
they
don't
have
you hate that when they put you a deadline and then all of a sudden move it up and say, "Oh, you know what? No, we don't need it a month ago. We need it in 2 weeks."
Yeah, we did it yesterday. No, they all would need
Yesterday.
it yesterday. And the funny thing that like I'm doing it I have to do it really fast because they have to fly, and sometimes they're flying and they're landing in a minute. It's like, hey, I'm here for the fitting, and then I have to go back in the sky.
Oh, shoot.
So it's like, oh, okay. So it was. I remember. I have to tell you a story about this. I think it was the year before I moved here. I was in the center, and I went to the base, and they told me that the guys that I was doing the fitting, they needed to leave in a few minutes. So one of the planes said, like, "Hey, ready to leave. So can
Right.
you down with him?" And I said, "Okay, I don't have time to undo and ripping. So come over here." And I got my scissors, and I cut the whole seam, and I cut it, and they were doing their work, and then looking at me, "Oh my God, do you
Oh
know
my
what you're doing?"
goodness.
I said, "Sure." So all I know is that I don't have time to undo these things.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. that
But I
is
know what I
great.
was doing,
I'm
so
sure
I
you
explained
impressed
them. They were scared, like, "Oh my God, what did you do?" Once I got it back and complete and all nice and fitted, they were happy.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Blue
each of them, they
Angels.
were coming with
Love
10 garments, 10 pants,
Oh
and
my
10.
goodness, they would bring it all at one time.
Yeah,
okay,
10
tell me
pants.
about this one here. I'm not sure if this is
This is a costume.
for
sorry,
Halloween, right?
For Halloween.
okay.
Yeah, once again, he just gave me a picture, and I say, "Can you do something with this? And can you make something similar?" And yeah, I wish I have the other 2 pictures with that one when I was in the process. But he was really, really happy.
And
oh my
so
God.
he was a fantasma, right? Or
Yeah,
what was he?
son. No, I think it's like Dark
Darth
Vader.
Vader?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. His
Yeah.
mask isn't there, so that's
Yeah.
I couldn't recognize him. All righty. But
Yeah.
still, that's a nice outfit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
Well
completed
done,
with
well
everything.
done,
So,
girl.
and I
So
do
do you
all
take
kinds of.
measurements, real quick measurements from the bodies, or
Yes.
okay?
I do all kinds of
Or
measurements, and I do my own patterns.
Because I had well, Theo. I lost a Theo last year,
Mm-hmm.
and quite the tailor. He would just look at you. He'd
Oh, yeah.
look at you and already knew your numbers. I'm like, oh my
Well,
goodness,
that's what
that's
I
how
do. I look at
good.
people,
So
and it's
you
funny.
go right to it too.
I go when my clients that used to work out, and I say, "Hey, you need to bring that pants that you're wearing because it is kind of loose on the waist or the butt or the length." Is like, really? So it's like, okay. I'll bring it back next time.
Cool. Tell me about this picture here.
That's mariachi. He needed a red jacket because he was tall and big, so they couldn't find it a custom made. Normally they ordered it from Guadalajara, but he couldn't get it, so I ended up making that one for him
Was it because of his size?
because of his size.
Because of the size
Yeah,
that he
and that's
was,
one of
okay.
my specialties in tailoring. People is like really too small or really too big, and they cannot find it. They're not gonna find it at the store. I also do photo shootings. Now that I'm talking
Oh,
about
wow. I'm a
photo
photographer
shooting.
too. Look at me. I keep offering
No,
my services to you.
photo shootings for magazines. They hire
Oh.
me.
Really?
They hire me to work. I work for Team Bog.
Well,
I work
let them know about me
for-
too.
I work for Bloomingdale's. I
Oh, that
work
is so
for
cool.
Misguided. I work. There's a few names that I work. You can find pictures on my Instagram or my Facebook. The tailor shop, Preciado's Tailor Shop on Facebook.
Yes.
Some of the, like, I don't know if the listeners, they know who she is. Pia Mia, famous singer. She's very petite. She's very petite. It's kind of like your size, and it's skinny, but she got big boobs, so she got a very odd
That
figure.
was me a while back until I lost him, but I was right over here.
She got very-
That's okay. I'm glad that happened because of the weight. It's like, oh.
She's a very odd figure, so her clothing, they have to buy it a whole jumpsuit. They
And
get
just
it from the
redo
modeling,
everything.
and I have to remake it for her size.
Wow. Yeah, to
So-
fit it to her body.
Yeah,
Tell
this
me
is
about this picture here because you finally have your name.
and I have my
Here's your name
label.
tag,
And
I
my-
like that. It's your name on there.
That's my label
Okay,
and my
girl.
logo.
I like that.
I
Tell me
make
about the
that
shirt.
for this guy in Los Angeles.
It
He's
looks like a very cool shirt. It's thin material,
linen.
but it's nice.
That's linen, mint color linen, and he wanted his own style, his own shirts. So I make it a few for him, and I deliver it to Los Angeles because to one of the buildings that he worked at, and he wanted a label.
that
The
material
label.
looks so cool.
Yes, that's linen,
It looks cool.
natural. One of the.
Wow.
That's the same client.
Okay.
What he did, he brought me an old shirt. The yellow material in the middle is net, stretchy fabric.
Okay.
It was an old shirt.
Uh-huh.
So he wanted to keep the part of the shirt. So that's another thing that I do. I recycle the fabric, the garments, and I make it into something new.
Well, yeah. If the material is still good, I don't see why not.
So he wanted it keep the shirt, the color of the shirt, the yellow part, and then I added linen, turquoise linen on the sides, and I was able to recycle the center part of the garment, garment, and make it into new shirt.
Wow. Interesting. This
He
is, I
loves
would
it.
call this a sentimental shirt.
Yes, talking about sentimental. You asked me, and I have all kinds of stories.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You remember
And
back
it
in
looks
the
like a
60s?
tejana, you know,
Yes.
but-
You remember back in the 60s, I don't know if you remember, there's a brocade material, kind of like heavy brocade, and the colors are like bright colors, yellow, turquoise, pink. This lady, she gave me 2 dresses in Palm Springs. When I was in Palm Springs, she gave me 2 dresses, and she didn't know what to do with those dresses from back in the 60s, like those
a lot of
tunics.
material.
Yeah, those
They
big
were
old
full,
long tunics
full,
from the 60s.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
beautiful material. So she gave it to me, and I said, "Can you do something with it?" And I said, "I just wanted. I don't want to have just the dresses on the closet
Just hanging
and
there,
just
not
hanging in
being
there,
used.
nothing. So I ended up making pillows.
Uh-huh.
I took it apart, the pieces, the dresses, and I make pillows out of the fabric of the
Material.
dress material.
Wow.
But now she still have those pillows.
Wow. And so
And
she put
she
the
loves it.
pillows probably
And she
in her
got
living room.
memories about
Ah,
That's my chart. So when you're doing a fitting for professional fitting, the do's and don'ts, I always recommend to people what to wear and what not to wear. All depend on
the structure of the body, right?
yes.
And how they're
Some we are
proportioned, because
kinda-
everybody's proportioned differently.
Exactly. That's the reason we're so busy on the tailoring business. And sewing is a lost art. Not everybody can do the kind of tailoring. So,
But to be able to design,
and
design
design.
your own designs, man, that,
And
I
make
think that is
people-
so super.
we can get a garment that is probably very inexpensive, but when it fits right, you look like $1 million. You can look like $1 million.
I've always liked fitted clothes. And
This is my little taller, my
is
little
this your
shop,
employees?
sewing shop. Yes, and employees. She was my apprentice at Aceli. Now that I moved here, she learned a lot, and I'm happy to hear that she's doing it out of her house right now, and she keep doing it. And
You
I
taught
told
her your
yeah.
trade.
And now
That's
she loves it.
beautiful.
She loves it. She's
No.
able to stay home and help her daughter, raising her daughter and sewing at home while she's waiting for the husband and the kids. And she's very happy. It's like, I'm still
Making
doing
some
it.
extra money on the side.
Yes, yes. The other guy, he's a tailor. He does all the tailoring. He moved from Mexico City, and it was funny because when he found me, he barely got his green card.
Okay.
So he found me on Facebook and
Internet?
called me,
Oh, look at that. Facebook.
and I said, okay, well then show me what you can do, and I hired him right away, right on the spot.
Oh, that's
Even
so
though
cool.
he got his green card about a week before.
Yes.
Yes, when you learn the
Wonderful.
trade, I mean, you can find a job, and especially in sewing. Like I say, this is a lost art,
Yes.
so it's something that
But
we need to
be
keep
able to
going.
find someone. Oh my goodness.
That's the entrance of my little business that I had in North Central, and
okay.
now I'm doing it out of my house, and I'm looking for a place and trying to find a place where I'm gonna
Are you
keep it
talking the
going.
Stockton area, or are you talking?
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. That's
I'll
why I
look
was
for you,
looking where
girl.
we went for dinner. I was like, oh,
Did you notice some of those?
yeah, and
buildings
looking
are
at a lot of
empty?
baking places. It's like,
Yes,
ooh,
a lot of them
should
are
be
empty,
nice to
so
find a
they're
little place.
they're
yeah.
waiting for you, and
Yeah.
you know, this is an area that's pretty well known. A lot of merchants up and down. A lot of good restaurants as well. I haven't tried them all, but the ones that I have tried, and you've tried too, they're not bad, are they?
They're good.
They're pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of vintage. There's a lot of beautiful wear that you normally wouldn't find. I like the mom and pops boutiques because
Yes.
they're all original, you know, and you will find some.
And then the
some
personal
items that
service.
you
You're
would-
never going to find a personal service
Yeah,
that you
that
always
too.
get in the business.
That too, and I believe in keeping, you know, shopping local. You know, keeping our money in the city so that way we help out each other. I truly believe in that. You know, shop local, shop local.
Yeah.
And
Shop local.
keep the money here.
Help the small
Help all-
business.
all the mom and pops businesses. Not only that, but more and more people are getting into running their own business. So it's not only just mom and pop, it's the young kids too. It's the grandkids
Yes.
that are deciding to try a new business and would like to give it a shot. And I
Yeah.
think that is super because I think we should teach our kids more often that they can do it themselves. You know, all it takes is persistent dedication and, of course, money to start a business, and that's where your savings comes in.
Well, and a lot of work. It required a lot of work. When I started my own business, the first time I started out of my house, and it was, I have wealthy clients in Palm Springs area, so I needed only a few clients. So it was good for me because I was able to raise my kids and work in my house, and I was able to go to my clients' houses and come out with a bunch of clothing and fix it at home and then take it back to their houses. But when the recession went back and we were losing the houses and things went back, I went outside of my house and I was in a little like lower scale, the pricing, like doing hem, simple patches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And right away with the little sewing machine, I started my business and I went back again on business. I'm very resilient.
That is so cool. Never give up. Never.
Never.
No, especially if it's something that you love doing. That's a passion.
Yes, if you, I
Veronica,
would
that
say
is a
if, you,
passion. It
if
never
it
is a
wasn't
job.
because
You know?
it wasn't because I have to support myself, I have to make a living, I will do it for free.
Oh, look at that. That's so
Yes.
sweet. That's awesome. People
That's
need to hear
talking
that.
about
Youth need to hear that.
about a trade. This is something I think it was on the 15, 16. My Imperial Valley, they called me and they told me that they were looking for a unique business for Labor Day. So they interviewed me because of the uniqueness of my
Yes.
business.
Yes.
And they said that is you serving all kinds of clientele that you can see the law enforcement uniforms on my back, the Letterman jackets.
Okay.
There's a couple videos of me doing my work in YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it, and then the newspapers that I have been collecting through the
Okay.
time,
Okay.
and interviews that everybody find out that it's very unique on my
That is
business.
so cool.
What is
I love this. This is the location in
yes.
Centro. In
Uh-huh.
Centro.
Yes.
And this one here,
Then
of
my
course, is
little
the
child.
employees. I'm gonna go
Mhm.
back on some of them because I noticed that the
Oh, it
camera
was
froze
off?
a little bit.
Mhm.
And that will happen every now and then. The camera will freeze if I don't catch it on time. But the audio is good.
Yeah.
Audio is good. So I'm just gonna go back on some of these photographs and just
Mhm.
let the viewers see them. And
That's,
this a do's and don'ts. Remember you said
yes.
that. Okay.
And if you guys need any consultation about what to dress or how do you clothes look, you can always give me a call, and
Put
I'll
out your
take a
contact
look and I'll help
information
you.
one more time.
One more time is my email is bpreciadofashion@gmail.com, and my phone number, my cell phone, 209-265-6837. If I don't answer, please send me a text or leave a message, because another thing that I have to tell you is that I work in the prison teaching inmates how to sew.
That is so
And
cool.
I'm not able to carry a phone when I'm working. But right after I get out of work, I can always return your call.
Yes, and I think that's wonderful because there is people out there that have interest in this area. It's
Yes.
just so it's good to see someone that pursued it and is successful as you are, so that way they know that they have a chance if they were to look into it and maybe
Yes.
learn to
I-
be a seamstress.
but last year we went
Tailor.
to Studio City, and there was an event, a convention on Gerber program, and those that are in the fashion industry, they know
Mhm.
what Gerber, and that's the computerized programs to do pattern making.
Okay.
Tim Gunn, you know who's Tim Gunn?
No, tell me about.
He's a Project Runway. He's a conductor of Project Runway,
Okay.
and he was there, and he was impressed when I asked, because they give us a chance to ask him questions, and I asked him a question, and I said, okay, now that's my chance to talk to him.
Yes.
And I asked him, and I said, I don't even remember what I asked him. But the thing is that when he asked me where I work, and I say I work in the prison, and I said, wait a minute, you are in the fashion industry and you're working in the prison? So how's that? So I explained to
I'm
him
an
a little
original.
bit. It's like, well, I'm fabric engineering. We design prototypes, and we design new garments, and that's what I teach them to do.
And so now, after they finish their time, do they have a place where they can go to?
And I tell
apply?
them the truth about maybe not. If they're really passionate about the sewing, I'll say
Start their own
you
business?
can start your own business,
Good,
tailoring,
good.
because
Yes.
there's a need. But if you're not, and say you hate it, you're just doing it because you're getting paid, what I tell them that you're learning here how to work together, how to work as a team,
Right.
how to listen to supervisor instructions, how to
Right.
follow instructions, and how to when they take pride of their work, the quality of work they're doing, regardless of the kind of work they're doing, they take pride of their work. They learn quality control. They
Yes.
learn so many things related work ethics. Okay, so when they get out of there, they come in with a different perspective than when they were in before. They kind of like work before, they probably not.
Well, coming out into the real world, to be able to offer them,
And
offer
I
the
always-
community and people.
I told
something
them
unique
you are
like
in a
this.
disadvantage already by not doing the work, by being a felon. So if you added and be yourself more competitive in the market by learning what you're learning here and go outside, it's gonna make you a better perspective than some that don't have no skills.
Yes. Yes. I think that's wonderful.
Yes.
I think that's beautiful that you are teaching them your trade.
Yes, some
is-
they do,
this is
and a
wonderful.
lot of good swords. Oh my God, sometimes I am amazed that they do a lot of good work.
There's a lot of talented individuals
Yes.
out there, and I'm pretty
They
sure a lot
just-
of them really appreciate
They
you
just
for
make a
what you do.
mistake.
Yeah, but they all deserve a second chance, I think.
I have
Right.
I want to give away a couple of them my bags that I make. This is for some of your listeners. I don't know how you want to do it. One is for you, and one is for.
Oh,
another
bless
one
your
that
little
listener.
heart. You know I'm going to use it. I'm constantly carrying, I don't know how many bags, sometimes 1, 2, 3.
So this is for you, and this
Thank
is for
you.
what I use. Those that are Mexicans, ya saben qué material es este de jerga. Okay, lo usamos para limpiar. And es una bolsa reciclable, recyclable. Okay, so you use it to do your shopping, and at the same time you can. At the same time, it get dirty, you can wash it.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it goes with your blouse.
It does, doesn't it?
And then when you're not using it, all you gotta do is fold it
And
inside
nowadays,
and put it
you
away.
do know, nowadays, they're trying to get rid of all the bags, all the plastic
Yeah.
bags. And not only that, I'm glad because all the plastic ends up in the oceans. And
Yeah.
who ends up swallowing all that plastic?
So now this
the
is
fishies.
sustainable. We're doing sustainable material. So instead of
And
you
these are
buying
washable,
plastic
you
bag,
throw 'em in the
washable,
washer?
you throw it in the washer, and like I said, you even can use it to clean and carry
I
with
wouldn't
you.
use it
Very
to clean. I
peaceful.
would use it to carry everything in my life.
Yeah,
everything I
everybody
need.
like it. I designed
My
it and I
little
bought the
newspapers,
material.
My posters, my tickets now, because now I have tickets for the event, the Chicano Community Program. And so, are you seriously taking me serious in regards to the
Yes,
fashion?
yes,
We
I
can
do.
start off with at least five outfits, and we can walk them. We can do like a little runway.
Yes.
Talk about the history and the making of the outfit.
Yeah. Let me know when, and I'm more than
Well,
willing.
if we can do that, if you can have those 5 outfits, we'll do it. We'll do it because we got that extra hour in the morning. Instead of 11 o'clock, we're opening up at 10. And I thought this is great because it's going to give more airtime for our kids to get up on that stage and show their talent.
Yes.
And what better event but to do also show your talent. And this is, like I said, this is an event that has a little bit of everything. Everything. That's what I want. Pero más de cultura than anything. Because tradition to me is important to keep alive.
Yes.
And when I hear our kids are losing their language or don't know where their parents are from or their raíces, that gets me. So if we can teach our kids something that has to do
Oh, I gotta
their background,
also mention it
and
that I
that's-
went to yesterday. I went to the Consulado Mexicano.
oh, please
And that's
share your experience.
Yeah, one of the things that they talk about it, they were talking about exactly that one. So when you go to the Consulado, go and inform yourself. Parents que vayan, que asistan, que lleven sus hijos. You can get a lot of information about all the possibilities and everything that they can help you. They can help you with school. They can help you to take classes in Spanish and English. The Mexican government now is doing a lot more for their Mexican citizens and trying to help them
Wow, that's wonderful.
with the citizenship
Good to know.
and if something happened, get informed for their rights. also, so I'm going back to talk to somebody else, but they give me a whole package, and I'm gonna leave it with you so you can share later on to.
Wonderful, because I will share it because I'm big on that,
Yeah,
especially
and
right now on Noticias y Algo
and I
Más.
also have the information of somebody, so we talk about it later. So you can invite this person. I got her contact information, so for you to talk to her and bring her to the radio so she can talk about the rice,
I'm showing it
the
off.
Mexican citizens rice, in case that they're gonna get deported
Okay, so
or
there's
something
derechos.
happened. They get
the
the thing.
derechos. Okay. I have been, matter of fact, bringing in individuals that have information and they're constantly updating me. And one of them was, let's see, the St. John's Lutheran Church. And this was un padrecito that really cares and cares to reach out to individuals that need the help. And I'm glad, he even became part of the radio station, which I'm so happy to hear that, because more people that to become members, you're supporting your community radio, and we need to know what you're into, what you're doing out there in the community, how you're helping nonprofit organizations, how you're helping familias, how you're helping, individuals that need help in different areas. And that's what this event is going to do too. Our Chicano Community Program, the 5th annual. Of course, hashtag CCPR5. If you see it out there, that's our brand name. CCPR5 stands for the 5th annual Chicano Community Program, radio reunion, car show, and now motorcycle show. But we also have a vendors mercado, and that vendors mercado has information galore. And I'm talking everything from, helping the single mommies, out there with their children, helping individuals that need to finish school or go back to get your GED. There's so many different programs, and when I attended a Pedal for Peace just yesterday at Weber Point, I had to get on that mic and say, you know what, Pedal for Peace, I love what you do. Balloons on Bullets, that was another organization that was there, and very much alive, showing a lot of support, a lot of love for all the attendees that came out there. That touched my heart. That touched my heart in a big way. I had to shout it out and let everybody know how much love was being felt there at that event. And that was amongst all the people that attended. A lot of Stocktonians from all over the place. And a lot of the vendors agreed to come and be part of our event as well. And of course, our event's going to be Sunday, August 11th, 2019 at Weber Point in Stockton, California. With, of course, amazing performers, Latin Magic, Juan Escovedo Band, Mike Torres Band. We even have Blanca Sagun from Latin Soul, Cesar Chavez Mariachi, Gambizi 2-4, Ramirez Brothers Blues Band. We have the Ballet Folclórico, the Frank Zapata, and also for the first time we have Almazan, and those are the most beautiful Aztec dancers. And let me tell you, they're worth watching. All the dance, all the talent that we have lined up for that day, worth watching and, worth attending, because this is also, like I said, I'm really focusing on the culture, the cultura, with the food, with the music, even with the beer. If we can have some imported cervecita, I'm talking
Corona.
Modelo, Corona, or Dos Equis, hey, I think we're going to go far. And I'm even bringing in some vino mexicano.
Or tequila.
No tequila. No hard liquor. Just I'm figuring, beer and wine probably be best.
Wine.
We'll stay away from the hard liquor for a while, but the wine, there's some vino. Vino es mexicano or Latino vino of USA, and es un mexicano que está haciendo una diferencia con sus vinos. And
¿De dónde?
He came out Napa.
Oh,
and,
okay.
He's awesome. He's awesome, and he agreed to come out there and be part of our event and introduce his wine and give free samples. So free wine tasting.
Wine tasting.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm just like,
I'm gonna be there.
Okay, yes. But he did one, and I'm trying to remember the name of the actual wine. But the label was of a Latina, and her face was painted up Dia de los Muertos. And that's what he was emphasizing. He wants to cater to the Latinos and create this Latino wine and share with everybody. And I thought, you know what? That label was just, it just grabbed you. And I haven't seen a label like that done. And I thought, you know what? Just the label alone, people will be able to find your wine quickly.
Yes.
And not only that, but the type of wine, how he put it together, sounded so tasty. And I thought, oh, this sounds just like a Moscato, right? The sweet wines. I love the sweet wines. And every now and then
I
will
like the
have,
Moscato.
I will have a glass of wine, you know, or a beer every now and then. I'm not much of a drinker, but when I do, I try to, you know, choose something that is a good taste, you know, that is something that agrees with your palate, right? And not only that, but he likes teaching individuals how to look for good wines and just know
Educated people.
exactly
about
in the wine
wines.
industry,
Yeah.
you know, because it would be nice when you are able to go to these wineries and know what to look for and how to select your wine.
Yeah, it makes a difference instead of just guessing on spending money on something that you don't like.
Exactly.
You don't know if you're gonna like it.
Exactly. So this, you know, the fact that they're going to come out and let us taste some of their wine for free, I think that's a positive move. And not only that, but you know, to be able to promote them, que son Latinos.
Yes.
And I think it's time that
What's
we have
better
some
than that?
Latino wine. Let's promote you. So I'm happy with that.
We're
I'm really
making
happy.
all Latino.
Yeah. So now we're going to add, of course, Vestuario, a little fashion show that Veronica's going to do for us in the morning. We're going to shoot for the morning.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure by then, you know, we'll already have some people in because the cars are rolling in 8 o'clock in the morning, 8, 9. And once they roll in and set themselves out where they're going to be, everything will be ready to go at 10 o'clock. So around 10, between 10 and 11, we'll do the fashion show.
Oh, sounds good.
So if you are ready to go for that day, tú nomás me dices and we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
And I'll get my daughter and a
Let,
couple
let me
other
see
girls,
what I
you
have. I
for
know for
models.
sure I think I have a couple dresses, so I'll find a couple more, and maybe I can make something out of the fabric that I have. Also,
Wonderful.
the new styles, a new design with the Mexican theme material.
That would be so super.
Yes.
And that would be like a introduction for you and the community and what you do for others too. So I was happy to be able to model some of her wear. You saw it on me. So, and not only that, but since we do have TV, a video, everything's recorded. People can actually see the material and your work, which is impeccable. And I'm so proud of this bag. ¿Cómo le dices? What's the name for it?
Tote bag?
Tote bag? Tote. So just like a tote.
Yeah,
Tote
like
bag.
a tote bag.
Yeah, pero tiene estilo mexicano.
Yeah.
So Mexican tote bag.
Yes.
I love it. Well, thank you for that gift. I do appreciate it. And yes, I will use it. I'm always using bags. You see me carrying bags all the time. I'm even advertising for PG&E because that's one of our big sponsors along with State Farm. State Farm here in Stockton. They're located at 1036 West Robin Hood Drive, 106 Stockton, California. 95207 and their numbers 209-475-9336. So whenever you need to insure your vehicles, your property, make sure you call State Farm, okay? So I had to put a plug. They are our signature sponsors, and we do appreciate them and everybody else that has come through for us in a big way. Of course, Dement Real Estate, Citywide Towing, Rick Rios, Body Shop, Schools Not Prisons, Daniel Silva, Self-Awareness Recovery, Veronica Vargas, and then that's Tracy City Council. We also have Julie Damon Brown, Francis Beauty Salon, Stockton Monuments, Doug Vigil, Miguel Viapudua, Farmers Insurance, that's Manuel Luna, Jesus Andrade, and of course I still have some other ones that I need to read. Carlos Viapudua, Jose Gomez, and Veronica Preciado, Zapien. And I had to. She actually became a member this year. Bravo, bravo. Thank you for supporting your community radio station. And your donation, I appreciate that in a big way. Again, every little bit counts.
Everything counts.
Everything
$1,
counts.
$2,
Even
whatever.
$1. And, yes, it goes it goes a long way because we are nonprofit 501c3. And yes, we are here because of the community. So anything that you would like to add there, because this is beautiful. I'm glad that we hooked up. And like I told you, there's a reason why the Lord brings us together. And I truly believe in that. And I think this is the beginning of something beautiful. I look forward to the
Yes, we
fashion
have a lot
show.
of work to do.
Yes,
I'm glad
no,
that
not
you
a
are
lot,
on
girl.
board.
You already have half of it done already. We'll just have to
Uh,
find the models and fit them in, and
Yes,
I'll be one of the models.
more
I'm
n-
skinny mini,
you can be
so
one of my
I could
models.
be one of your models. No problem,
And that's
right
one
there.
of the things that I like to do. I would like to be very inclusive. I like to all ages. I don't like to be very specific in one that people don't identify when themselves with what we're doing
Hmm.
and what we model. I see all. I like to fit and help all type of bodies, like I said, big, small, short,
All
tall,
sizes.
and all sizes. So you're more than welcome to come over and ask questions and talk to us.
Okay, sounds good. Put out your contact information so they can contact you.
Yeah, and be Preciado Fashion at gmail.com and phone number 209-265-6837.
One more time.
Be Preciado Fashion at gmail.com and phone number 209-265-6837.
Okay. Any shout outs that you want to make right now?
My
Acknowledgements.
friends too,
Go ahead.
my friends Daniel and Henry they're the ones that introduced me to you. Glad they're the one that
Thank you.
to start program. My friends from Sacramento. Yeah, I'm making out now. I'm kind of new in the valley, but now here in the area. But now I'm making a lot of friends, like Betty.
Exactly. And
And-
you're on the radio, girl.
Yeah, and I'm on the radio, and we're gonna make it happen. A lot of things now. We working on it.
Yes, yes. And what are friends for? But to support each other and be there for each other. And that's something that once you befriend me, you got, girl. You got. And I appreciate everything that you do, and especially, the fact that you're out there in the prisons teaching your trade and giving somebody else, a chance to be able to get out there and make it into this world. And I could see individuals starting their own business. I could see individuals
can
running
see
with
that.
this. I can too. And this is something that they're going to feel confidence enough to where they can do it. Because why? You taught them. You taught
Yes,
them.
I taught them the pride to take pride of their work,
Exactly.
the love for the art, and I have one that it says that whenever if he ever get out of there, his mom has a line of sewing machines already.
Oh my goodness, listen
example.
to that. And the other day, it was last week, I was doing my marketing, and I went into a little plaza area, and long and behold, I walked into an area that was packed with all these sewing machines. And as soon as I walked in there was two ladies that were on the sewing machines. They saw my frown go to a big smile. I'm like, wow, I think I just hit a treasure area here. And I thought, this is so wonderful. I said, ladies, let me put this information out. Let's let the community know where you're at.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, this is a treasure. And they all started to laugh and said, yes, it is. I said, yes, this is a treasure. And so I was asking if she did any embroidery and stuff. She said, no, that's something we don't do, but everything else we do. And I said, that's okay. I said, I would love to bring you on the radio because this is something that it's so unique to see still going on today, and there is a need.
And there's a need. Exactly.
You remember School Mech? School Mech,
Yeah.
when you were going to school?
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of my favorite classes, and I do recall that. I made my first shirt there. And it had princess sleeves, and I was just so proud that I sewed that shirt and put it together.
For
And
yourself.
Yes.
That's the
For
best part.
myself.
We always wanted to have that and take pride of what we're making for ourselves.
Yes.
My daughter did it when she was in high school. She was designing and making her own dresses.
Oh,
And I said, okay, you want to do it? Fine. Here it is. And I train her and I teach just like my little nieces now that they're learning too. Even the little one that is only 5 years old, she was
Oh.
already using the sewing machine.
oh, that's wonderful.
And she was so excited. She was training
Building
the
confidence
oldest
right
one.
there.
And like, oh, here, I do a cornet and I do this. And like, oh my God, this girl is so smart.
And she could make her little pillow and sleep on it
Yeah.
and say, no, I did
And now she wants to make presents for her mama, for her grandma. So she's like, oh, I'm going to be making. She was giving me a list and I'm going to sell
Aw.
blankets. And like, look at her. She's already doing business.
that. Bravo, bravo.
Yeah.
You got to start them young.
Yeah, shout out for Dan, America, Giselle, y Camila, y Ivana.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
they're
beautiful.
My nieces. My
That's
little nieces.
beautiful. Okay, so someday you could bring them in, and I would love to meet them.
Yes, they're in Mexico.
Yeah, well, not only that, but
Hopefully.
also, could include your familia in our future events as well, because I think this little fashion show is going to go a long way. And it's going to be part of the 5th annual Chicano Grimy program, and I love adding it because this is something unique, something
Yes.
that is so needed, and something that's
if
going to go
there's
far.
some models that they want to come over and talk to us, they are invited.
Okay.
Okay, so if they want
All
to
right.
participate. If they want to hear and want to know about the sewing classes, please give me a contact on my email or my phone number.
Perfect. Put it out there one more time.
bpreciadofashion@gmail.com and phone number 209-265-6837.
Perfect. One more time. El número de teléfono.
209-265-6837.
Okay.
209-265-6837.
Okay. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure
Thank
having
you,
you
Betty.
here as a guest, and I knew it was going to be because I just love everything you're doing. And not only that, but the example that you're setting out there for our kids is priceless.
Thank you.
Priceless.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay.
I love the sewing industry and I love the fashion and I love to do things for the community. So that's what I'm trying to bring. Besides the business and the sewing, it's more like seeing that somebody is doing something, making a difference, and we are helping them.
And that's the unique part. That's what makes you so extra special and needed in this area. So thank you from el corazón. I truly mean that.
Thank you.
Muchísimas gracias, okay?
Thank you.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
All right,
Gracias.
all right. You heard it right here on the Voice of San Joaquin TVO is Jay on La Voz, La Voz, La Voz con Betty Ramirez.
Buenas noches, Stockton.
Buenas noches. Thank you. Woo!
Woo.